Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to do a podcast on the growing popularity of social media and how it affects a society. Uh, Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok are used by the million people in the world wide, and it connects the people, and it shares the informations, and it provides an entertainment, learning, and businesses. There are two effects, positive effects and negative effects. In positive effects, the social media makes an improving and communications, and stay in touch with the friends and families across the world, and it shares the informations, like news updates, and it shares it instantly, and keep people informed, and it gives an learning opportunities also, like giving an educational content for an preparation of for the government exams and all. The peoples are searching through the educational contents and the tutorials. uh, there are many online communities also helping to for the skill development, and business growth. The social media promotes and brands, and connect business with the customers, and supports influencers and entrepreneurs, and they also building an shared interest, promoting and hobbies activisms, and support in networks. For in negative effects, for mental health issues, the by overusing the mobile phones and using and social media, it led to the stress, anxiety, or a depression, and by misinformation, like fake news and information spreads too quickly, and causing an confusion or a harm, and privacy concerns like sharing and personal data online can lead to the misuse, identity theft. The relationship, like face to face interactions are reduced nowadays, because excessive online engagement can be improved, and real world relationship and social skills are reduced. What's your opinion, Jiva?
Yeah, Kanishka. Uh, yeah, but that's true. But it's not all positive. Like social media has also always goes with both the kind, like as you mentioned correctly, positive and as well as negative. But on the other side, it's under the users' hand categories, and social media has also made people like more distracted, and many of us spend hours like scrolling through the feeds instead of focusing on their real life interactions. So it can feel like people are more connected online, but more distance in person. Like as you said, compared to the previous, now we are not even going on like face to face. Even now we are seeing our face to face through Google Meet, not over on in a lively manner. So you are right, but social media has also opened up many opportunities. Also, like this is a kind where if it rains outside, we can't meet and livelihood manner. But as the same, we can use this platform like now. So it's a kind. It's where we have on a coin which have both tail and faced by heads. That is, it will be one set of opportunities and one side of threats. That is what I'm coming to say on my view. So like, yeah, the social media also opened up opportunities like small businesses, for example, can now promote their products of the global audience without spending much money. Like platforms like Instagram and the banned content like TikTok has become like a powerful marketing tool. It's not only a kind of where people is expressing their hobbies or something. So even some kind of startups also focusing on that, and they were making this kind of social media technology into a kind of a tool to establish themselves for their sake. That's just my point.
Yes, Jiva, but social media has also fueled misinformations like false news spreads faster than ever, and people often believe what they see without checking the facts. This can create an confusion and even lead to serious issues like panic during a crisis and or political conflicts. And another thing we need to talk about is mental health. While social media connect us, it also creates pressure to look perfect or have an exciting life, and people compare themselves to others, and this can lead to anxiety and low self-esteem and depression, especially among teenagers. Jiva, what's your point?
Yeah, Kanishka, you're right. On the same, I'll raise a question for you. Like, we are using Amazon, Flipkarts, and Myntra and some other platforms, whatever, based on user friendly, right? Like, you also will make some orders, and I also will make some orders. Everybody over here will be making. With the kind of review, I'll buy some products. I'll definitely say the review is a kind of positive impact to our society. Like, if a product comes in wagon, it's a new kind of product. If we can take example as you and me, like I'm using the product, we can take example of Mama Earth for 3 years, and you are using a product for product out for 5 years. If a product Vilva heads up and positioned as a head over on market and covers up much and much of products, and we are getting attracted towards that product, even though your loyalty towards your brand and I was loyalty towards my brand, and we were often comfortable with our specific brands, we will be making a look through that. Even of advertisements are coming and more of reviews and stories, snaps, whatever it's coming on repeatedly due to Bilva, we will be making a kind of positive impact on that product. Like, what is that product? What is a special content? Like, everybody is buying that product. So this is a kind where what I'm here to say about that is like, definitely you and I will search towards the product, like whether it does shoots for us also or not. So it's a platform where we can make for much and much of awareness, even it's on a critical issue or a kind of where giving people to make the media into right way.
Yes, that's a good point. About mental health, about and mental health, platforms are trying to address this. For example, Instagram now allows users to hide, on their post to reduce pressure, but is that enough? The culture of comparison seems deeply rooted in how social media works. And don't forget cyberbullying. Social media gives people a platform to say whatever they want, often with the consequence. Bullying have has moved for schoolyards to online spaces, and it's harder to escape. Victims can feel isolated and helpless. What's your point, Jiva?
Yeah, coming to your point, yeah, mental health concern, and I'll say that into a kind of word like addiction and productivity loss. Like, um, um, so much of youngsters were using more and more kinds, like where we are saying is, even though I also uses much kind of net during more times, like rising cake, it will rise such case of anxiety and depression linked to like excessive screen timings and comparison to the culture. Like, uh, that's a stage where we will be going to playgrounds and we were playing, and now it's a stage where guys and peoples were looking into PUBGs and much and much of games on internet box. And recently, we had a study by the Royal Society found that Instagram negatively impacted teenagers like body images, where we come across more and more of news for female girls, where people uses in body shaming towards the such kind. So that causes on also an impact of a negative side on social media. Like, for that precaution, we can, on the addiction side, we can make a kind of timekeeping manner where we can spend hardly scrolling times should be keep down. So that time, it can be a productivity increasing time for the people to make sense that they are into a particular thing.
Yeah, exactly. The key is the balance, and we need to be very mindful on how much time we spend on this platform also as we engage to it. And moreover, as we see that many people struggle to focus on the long term content, we has to be used to that quick updates and instant gratification also. So this could be affecting the learnings and productivity in the long run. But when it comes to effectively utilizing the social media, it's all about how balancing we and spending this how balancing how much time we use for this platform and how engaging and how productive we using it will decide a factor in it. So it's my content, guys. And what's your opinion, guys?
Another concern is data privacy. Social media platforms collect so much of informations about us and from our preferences to our locations. While it helps them show us personalized ads, it also raises questions about how safe our data really is. What's your point, Jiba?
Yeah, that's why like people are becoming more caution. Like privacy laws like GDPR in Europe will aims to have a protect their users, and that will create a kind of trust among the people. But many of us still don't like, we doesn't have fully understand what we are agreeing. Like if we are going into a particular website, that will be asking with a kind of cookies, we'll be suddenly giving off accept all the cookies and we'll be scrolling out all the websites. Like yeah, I also will give that like that. We will be in a concern where we need to sign in into that particularly as a we do, but we'll not read as much of the brand. So I'll raise a question with the same kind, whether you guys will read all the notice from the bank side or what. I'm truly accepting that I'll not study as much as the document fully. But
I am also.
yeah, like that's what
Yeah,
I'm.
even I too.
Yeah. So that's just a kind where we will also doesn't understand what's the particular content, and we are agreeing to when we sign up for these platforms. So despite the challenges, social media is not going anywhere. So it's a tool, and how we use to determine whether it's a beneficial or a harmful. If we can educate people to use it properly and responsibly, we can maximize its benefits with a kind of without downsides.
So, in conclusion, social media is
Yeah,
both a blessing and a curse. It connects the people and spreads the information and promote creativity, but it also has a risk like misinformation, mental health issues, and privacy concerns.
Yeah, Shiva, whether you need to say any kind of point?
yeah. I like to conclude that business and governments need to work together to make that social media even safer. From our side, we can educate people and what are the awareness we can do. We can address it. But when it comes to even government and business also can work together to make this social media even safer also. So it's my concern and my conclusion.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us today. It's a simple topic, but we have to make wider, and we have to think like how business and government need to work together, and as well as we are in kind where we need to get more and more of knowledge, and it's a kind of like, it's also a kind of responsibility to use what we need, and in a great professional manner. So that's what on my. So thank you for joining today. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you for me. Thank you.